You don't have to be a superhero to save the world. Sometimes being smart is good enough. As a proof, let me give you a concrete example on how data discovery saved the world. Our story begins in Soho, the one back in 1854, when the suburb was hit hard by a terrible outbreak of cholera. The origin of epidemics was uncertain. Most of the people believed that cholera was spread by miasma in the air. But one man, Dr. John Snow, sustained the contrary. Cholera was spread when people drank contaminated water. After careful investigations, Dr. Snow started mapping the cases. The map essentially represented each death as a bar. Sooner, he realized that the cases were clustered around the pump in Broad Street. Therefore, Snow concluded that the pump was the source of epidemics. What Dr. Snow developed was more than a map. This is actually a clear example of data discovery, making him one of the first data analysts in history. Now, I can't help myself wondering how would Dr. Snow's data look for a data analyst today. Let's try it ourselves using modern data discovery tools, and let's recreate the map on an up-to-date layout of London. I'm going to use Oracle Endeca Information Discovery to produce the map. Let's start by creating a new application called Cholera Outbreak. We'll base our discovery application on a spreadsheet containing the cholera deaths. Here, we could have profiled our data, but let's leave everything as is. When we're done, Endeca loads the records from the Excel file into its memory index. We can immediately start the exploration, but before that, we want to add also the dataset containing the pump data. After skipping through the metadata config screens, we can see that the new dataset has been successfully included. Now, we have all the data to create the map. Let's add a new component to this page and continue by configuring the map. We want to represent the cholera deaths as a heat layer instead of points. So let's change the layer type. We'll select the number of deaths as metric to display the relative heat. Also, we'll change the layer color and the details template. Let's add the following attributes here: number of deaths and locations. Moreover, we don't want to display the panel by default. Now let's save our configurations and exit. Next, we're good to start our exploration. Let's zoom in towards the cluster of dots around the Broad Street, now Broadwick. And here's the pump that caused the outbreak. As you saw, it took us around 2 minutes to get these results into Oracle Endeca Information Discovery, as opposed to many days of hard work spent by Dr. Snow, who manually plotted the cases. Dr. Snow seems a bit concerned. But don't worry, Dr. Snow, we still think you're pretty cool. What we have learned from Dr. Snow is that we have to let the dataset change our mindset. And let's do this, for the world's sake.